So, welcome back to the astrology classes again. And today I'll be telling you about the sun in 7th and 8th house in the birth chart. Last time we did the sun in 5th and 6th house. So, this will be sun in 7th and 8th house today. So, these are the 12 houses I made, same thing. Starting from the house 1, I put the Rashi number 1 here. Rashi number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and all the way down to the 12. Now, what happens when Sun planet comes in 7th house? When Sun is here. So, first of all, you should know what the 7th house is. As I told you before, I'll repeat it, refresh it. 7th house is the house of legal activities, it's the house of binding, it is the house of marriage, spouse, life partner, business partners, okay, public life, the other people in your life, how they are with you. Goat house, relationship, sexual relationship. So these kind of things are seen from the 7th house. Also, the foreign travels are seen from this house too. Now, what is sun? Let's do the sun again. Sun is what? Sun is a king. Sun is the vitality of your body. It is what keeps you alive. It's your soul. Sun is a leader. Sun is a king. Sun is politics. Sun is your father. Sun is light. Sun is illumination. Okay, sun is politics. Sun is creativity. Sun is the boss. So many things are represented by sun. So I hope you reminded everything what the sun is, and now you know what the 7th house is. So what happens when the sun comes in this house? First of all, always remember the 7th house is the natural house of Libra, the Venus sign. Libra falls here. This is the natural house of Libra, and when the sun comes here, and if you remember, the sun in the Libra is always debilitated. The sun loses its power, or you can say the qualities of the sun are being reduced to a lot of extent. Okay, the sun is not able to perform really like a king. Now the habits are being changed. When the sun comes here, it becomes weaker, loses the power in this house, because this house is a house of naturally Libra. And what happens here is the nature of the general nature of the sun is to ask for respect, ego. These two things at least the sun likes to have all the time in their life. So here, when the sun is here, the sun asks for respect, tries to maintain the ego, but the people really don't respect them. They don't really care about them, and they don't really care about their ego. No matter their ego is in a positive sense or a negative sense, but the people don't really care about them, because this is the Libra sign, and in the Libra sign it's like a balance, holding the thing like this, and it's a balance on the both sides, which means the marketplace, and the person goes in the market, he makes a fair deal. Okay, and here, when the king, which usually makes the people do work, orders them to do the work, but when it comes to the Libra sign, the sun comes into the market and is now working with the other people, same like the other regular crews are working. So here, sun has no crown on the head, no throne to sit. Sun has to work like a labor person. That's why the sun's wish of getting enough respect and ego is not being satisfied here in the 7th house. You try to tell, when the sun is here, you try to tell the people to respect you, to listen to you, to follow you, and the people don't do that. That's why when the people have sun in this house, they try to find their ego, they try to find the satisfaction for the ego from this house. They try to extract it from this house. How? And what happens when they try to do it? It's simple. When the sun is here, as I told you, the sun lacks the feeling of respect and ego, fulfillment of ego from the other people. He asks for more respect from them. He says, give me more authority, give me more power, give me more respect. Okay? Follow me more and more. Doesn't matter what kind of leader I am. Am I a good or am I a bad leader? I don't care, but follow me. And it affects the married life also, and business partnership also. Because in the married life, when the sun is here, and especially in the Libra sign, the the, the, the person will ask for more love and more affection from the partner. And it could be at that much extent that the partner might feel like irritated, that come on, I'm taking care of you already, I'll listen to you, but still you asking for more. It's not really fair. And these kind of marriages end up in the divorce most of the times, if there is no good aspect on this house. Okay, so that was one point, and it applies same way in the business also, because as I told you, the seventh house is the house of partnership. And the partnership, if the partner has a debilitated sun, then the partner will say, okay, I'm a partner and I'm not being treated as a partner, I'm not giving enough respect like a partner, I'm just ignored in the group. Why? I'm not going to do this business, forget about it, I'm going. That's what happens when the sun is here. Okay, and then, well, I should tell you about that. It's in the seventh house. If somebody has a sun, then there's a very good point to remember, that always cooperate with the people. Always cooperate. Never go against them. Never force the people to give you respect. Cooperate with the people and work with them. What happens is, it seems like quite hard for the sun people, for these people, because it doesn't satisfy their ego. But if they still try to cooperate with other people who are working with them, listen to them, okay, then slowly with the time they make their own space, own platform in the society, and then they grow up. People start knowing them and then respect them. That's how the seventh house sun does. And they make a very good status later on if they keep doing this, cooperating with the people. Now what happens is, when sun comes in the eighth house, when the sun is present here, what happens? When the sun comes in the eighth house, what is eighth house? Eighth house is the house of occult sciences, the knowledge of very deep things, the underground things, coal, mining, petroleum business, diamonds, jewelry, whatever comes from deep under the earth is seen from eighth house. Secret services are seen from the eighth house. Sudden changes are seen from this house, because eighth house is the house of Scorpio sign, natural house of Mars. And Scorpio is a representative of the sudden changes, sudden bad changes, sudden good changes in the life. So this house is pretty much unpredictable. You're never sure about this house. So that's what's going to happen with that. This house is also representing your in-laws, the property of your in-laws, the assets of your in-laws, because this is the house of wife, and the second house is the house of family of the wife, which means your in-laws. And then this house also shows the bank balance, the assets of your in-laws. This will tell you that how strong will be your party, how strong will be your spouse family, if you're going to do a business with them. Now what happens when sun comes in here? Actually, the sun when comes in here feels very good, because sun Saturn, these are those planets which feel very very good when they comes in the Dushtana houses like 6th, 8th and 12th houses. When these bad houses are there and the Sun or Saturn comes in these houses, they do actually pretty well, pretty good. When the Sun, I told you, Sun is an illumination, Sun is a big illuminating ball. Wherever it goes, it works like a big bulb and illuminates the whole room. The same thing as Saturn is doing here. But only the difference is this house is not like the other houses. This house is like a deep down the earth. It's like a well. So when the sun, or we can say we are throwing an illuminating ball in the well, the light, it will illuminate the well, but it will not illuminate the whole universe like the sun is doing. But still, you can see the light is coming out of the well from far. When you're standing far from the well, you can see there's something light coming out. And when the other people see this light, they feel like, oh really, this person has something special in there, and they get attracted towards them. So you see, these people are famous in the community. There's a misconception of the people that if the sun is present in the 8th house, then it's not good. No, it is good because it illuminates this house, bring up the reality of this house out. The person can see those things very clearly. If the person is trying to learn the astrology or occult sciences and the sun is present here, he will have to struggle a little less than other astrologers, because the sun is illuminating ball and it will illuminate the whole house, so the person will be able to see all those occult sciences, all those occult secrets very easily as compared to other people. Isn't that interesting? Now I would say they always love to do occult sciences, but being the 8th house is being the secretive house, they always try to hide this thing. They don't want to tell anybody that they do it, because sun is like public. Sun is exposure to the people. Sun is ego again. So they don't want to discuss that. Come on, I don't believe in astrology, I don't believe in occult sciences, I don't believe in tantra mantra. But yes, they believe from inside, they don't tell anybody. They have always that keen interest in finding out the truth about this field. Well, sun, as I told you before, is good in the politics, but here when the sun is in the 8th house, they should not go in the politics. It's preferably not to go. Because why? Because sun in this house is a lot of you can say deep inside. That's fine, but you see, the 8th house is a house of sudden changes. So say if he becomes a prime minister or a chief minister, then due to this house, due to the fluctuation of this house, sudden transformations, it will become unpredictable. He might lose his seat in a minute. Okay, he might lose his all power and authority at any time. You never know. So there's a lot of unpredictability in this house, so they should never go for this. And then they have a natural talent of something which they don't even have it. These people, okay, they get something which they're not supposed to get, but they still get it because they have such a talent. And they left up the things in the life, like if they want to grow up something from the bottom, they do it because they know how to build a whole empire from the scratch. They are good physicians, good surgeons, and because they study deep, they open up the body and they study deep. That's why they are good at it. So we can discuss it more later. Okay, and also okay, I'll discuss it later on for the next house. So I guess this is good enough for the sun in the 8th house. So if any questions, let me know. Okay.